Hi guys, welcome to my obsession. Welcome back to my obsession, which is makeup. Anyways, I have my glasses on today because I need to actually see for this video. Not like I don't need to see, but I need to see far away. I guess, not really. Anyways, I've been seeing people on YouTube ranking their palettes. Some people are doing Too Faced, and they're just ranking the brand that they like. I've seen just a couple videos, and I thought that I would do the same today. And I was thinking which palettes do I have the most of that I can actually rank and put in order of which one I like the most and why. And I thought about it, and mine is Colourpop. I have a lot of Colourpop palettes, like a lot. I realized it when I pulled them out and started like putting them in order from my least favorite to my favorite. They're the brand I have the most, and I think it's because they're my favorite brand. I might be ranking these in different orders, but they have my absolute, just everything. Their aesthetic and everything. They're cheap. Their formula is very consistent. It's really good. Their mattes are really easy to blend, and they're very smooth. Their shimmers are beautiful. I know a lot of people don't like the way they're going. Like their later palettes are putting like pressed glitters, and they're not as safe for your eyes, which that's probably why some of them are lower on my list. I haven't used them, but I just think pressed glitter in general is just, it's hard to remove from your eyes. So you're at least a week later still trying to get glitter off your face. But anyway, let's get started on my ranking. So at the bottom of my list, and I didn't even count how many palettes I have. Let me count them here real quick. So I have 14 Colourpop palettes. So these are going to be ranked. I'm going to start with my least favorite to my favorite. And then my least favorite, and I hate to say it because I love them so much, but it's the Disney one. This Disney designer collection one. As much as I love Disney, and Disney is my favorite thing ever in this whole wide world. I've loved them since I was little. I'm gonna love Disney princesses probably until the day I die. I don't care how old I am. I love them. But if you look at the palette, it's just like, I think it's just too neutral. And there's just so many shimmers in here. Like most of the deeper shades are shimmers. The only one that isn't is this one, and it's like a satin shade. So it's sort of a shimmer. These two, I hate. I absolutely hate matte shades that have glitter in them. I don't like it. You can use them as a matte shade. They pretty much are a matte shade, and you can blend them out and the glitter goes away, but somewhere on your face. I just don't like, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. But I do have to say the one shade that I absolutely love in this palette, and I'm glad I got this palette just to have it, is this shade right here. It is a icy, there you can see, it's an icy white shade, and this shade is usually the shade I always go to for my inner corner highlight on any look. I will go to this shade, and I love it. I pull it out most of the time just for this shade alone, and that's like the only reason I love this palette. My next one is also a Disney one. It's the Disney Villains palette. I don't really, I got this because I'm a big collector of anything Disney, especially Colourpop. You're gonna see here in a minute. But this one is just, the packaging let me down because I wish it would have had more of a like classic. And this is more like neon and bam, bam, bam. And it's cute and everything. I don't know. I just wish they would have did something different with it and not been so like neon. Villains doesn't scream neon to me, okay? Here's the inside of it. This one, it's just because the color story, it's not my favorite. It doesn't jump out to me and make me like, oh my god, I need to have this. It's not that type of color story for me. There's not, once again, there's not that many matte shades in here. There's a lot of shimmers and everything, but I don't know. Just something about it just doesn't do it for me. The pigmentation and everything is really good. Blendability is really good. I find, though, that these white shades, these white matte shades, I know a lot of people use these to maybe set their eye primer. I don't set my eye primer. Personally, I don't use it to set my eye primer, so these shades pretty much go to waste for me in palettes. A color story that screamed I needed to have this. It was a while before I went. This was like almost gone when I went back and got it, because I was like, okay, I need to have it so I can have everything. And I haven't gone and gotten the new one because I know they have a newer one, and they tell me the newer one does not look like this. I'm sorry, but the new one, Disney designer palette, it looks the same thing. Same thing. Same type of color story and everything. So I haven't gotten it yet. I really want to get it just to have like the complete Disney collection with Colourpop, because Colourpop, it has my whole heart in makeup, I think. But I just haven't gotten it because I think it looks too similar to the first one. And the next one, finally we made it out of Disney, is the You Had Me at Hello palette by Colourpop. And this one I like. I think it has like more fall vibes and everything. But isn't anything like online? It looked lighter to me than it does in person. But it's just, I don't know. It's just something that doesn't do it for me. Just something there that's just not my favorite. And this is like an older palette too of theirs. And I bought it later on also after it already released. And it's just, it's okay, but not my favorite. Now, we're going to start getting into the monochromatic palettes, because as much as I love their monochromatic palettes, and I collect every single one of them, the only ones I haven't gotten so far is like the pastel ones. When they started doing the strawberry shake, I don't have that one. I don't have the lilac you a lot. I don't have the meant to be one. I want to get them, but I haven't gotten them yet, because at the time when they released them, I wasn't really into pastel shades on my eyes. But now that it's spring, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have got them, and now I really want them. So now I'm like looking on Poshmark and Messy to see if I can find them at like a cheaper price that's new or barely used, just so I can keep completing my monochromatic dreams of a palette. But I have like the full rainbow here. This is the rainbow. And the only reason these are on more lower on my list is because you can only create one look with them. You can reach into other ones to go with that look. But I feel like most of these, I like to stick to one palette. So most of them, it's just blue. You can create different colors. Like you can create more lighter look blue, lighter, darker looks and stuff like that. But they're just, I love them. I love them so much. But this is the next one that's on my list. It is the Blue Moon palette, and I just did a video on this, and I loved it. I loved it for creating the lighter look. I think the next time I go into it, I'm definitely going to go in and use like the navy shade here to try to deepen up, because I love a navy, so I think I would like that. And I would probably use this shimmer next time I dip into it, just to see how good that is, because it looks gorgeous. But I pretty much got this after, so I think this came out after Jeffree Star's Blue Blood. So when I got this, and I still have the plastic covering on it, that's why you can't see the mirror. So I got this one afterwards, because I couldn't, at the time I couldn't afford the Blue Blood, but I wanted a blue palette, so I got this one instead. And this one's really gorgeous. Same amazing, it's the same amazing formula and everything as all the others. It's just, you can only create one look with this, maybe two. And it's just, it doesn't do it for me in the long run. There's other palettes I like better from other brands. Other palettes from Colourpop I like better that give you more variety than these do. And the next one on my list, I haven't even used this one yet, but I'm going based on like color story and everything. It's the Main Squeeze palette. Now I got this one too because I also don't have the Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar palette, and this one kind of reminds me a little bit of it, and it's this one. It's a red tone, and I thought I could use this maybe around Christmas time and mix it with the green to make like a Christmas look. I have yet to use it yet. Maybe this Christmas I'll do that, and I'll film a look using two of them and doing a Christmassy look. But this one's really pretty. It's more red tone and everything. I just haven't had a chance to dip into it yet. And it's just same, I'm sure it has the same great formula, But the Color Story, I pretty much am just getting these because I like collecting makeup. And this one is really pretty. I'm going to do a video on it eventually, I swear. The next one is the Orange You Glad. So this is an orange palette. This one is gorgeous. I don't even think I haven't used this one yet either. I have to do a look on this. So it would probably make a really good look for the springtime. Alright, this is probably the next palette I'm going to do a look on for like a springtime. I'm doing like a whole springtime, get ready with me springtime look tutorials on my channel for my eyeshadow palettes. This one will probably be the next one that's featured because it does have some lighter shades that I could create a springtime look out of. So I think I'm going to do that. Now that I'm looking at it, I might actually use the pressed glitter because that glitter looks really pretty. This one's next, and it's based solely on Color Story. These I pretty much ranked in the order of the Color Stories I like the most. So orange was next. And after orange, and I'm kind of wishing I would have put orange above this because I had the Just My Look palette. I love green. But after looking at this orange palette, I feel like I should have put the green below it because as much as I love green, this one is like very St. Patrick's Day. It has more foresty greens. This gives me vibes of the, what was that palette that Melt put out? The Smoke. I can't remember the name of it. But it reminds me of the Melt palette that they put out. I don't remember the name of it. Something about pot. Had to do with pot. But it was green like this, and that's what it reminds me of. And I know that it's pretty. I put this, I think, because I like this shade. This shade's really pretty. I have used this a few times. You see me do a look on here. My St. Patrick's Day look was based out of this one. So, yeah. I still think I would have ranked this above this one just because I like the way this one looks better. But I love this one too. I love greens and stuff. And the next one in my Monochromatic Colourpop Palettes, the Honey palette. I love yellows. And this one is gorgeous. I can create a pretty springtime look with this one too, actually. This one's really pretty. I think it fits the theme for honey because when you think of honey, you think of more golden, maybe warm brown yellow shades. And this one definitely has the brownish yellow shades. It fits the theme very good. I've yet to use it, so this will probably be one of the other ones that'll go on my list to use for a springtime tutorial look. But yeah, it's honey. The next one on my list, these last two were really hard to figure out which one I want to put up top on my Monochromatic palettes and which one got second place. But the second place one is the Ooh La La palette. I love pinks. Pinks are my favorite. This is what this one actually has, like a purplish pink. It's like fuchsia there. And I love pinks. But one of the reasons it's not above the purple is just I love the color story of the purple one a little bit better than this one. And this one was supposed to be for a movie. What movie was that? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie. You know, like on Wednesdays we wear pink. Mean Girls. This was for the Mean Girls movie, I think. And I love this, but there's this shimmery shade here and this one here, but it's more like a satin shade. It doesn't really shimmer on your eye, and I feel like the only two shades that really do that is this one and this one. And I end up using this one as like an inner corner highlight. I tried doing this one all over the lid, but these two are not that shimmery. They're more of a satin shade, so they're not going to show up really good on your lid and look really like reflective and pretty. And I wish they were more shimmery and less satin, but there's only really two really good shimmers in here. It's one of the reasons why it's below it's my pleasure palette. This one is my favorite out of all the Monochromatic palettes. This one's my favorite. I love the color story on this one. And it's what it looks like. I just love purples. It takes me back to my high school days when I was a teenager. I used to love, in the 90s, my cream shimmery purple. I used to wear that on my lid all the time with some black liner. and some crazy lipstick, usually purple or mauve tone lipsticks I usually wore. But this is just, oh, it's so pretty. It's my purple dream. And I didn't get the lilac you a lot when I seen it, because I was like, does that really look that different than the It's My Pleasure palette? Like, really? That's why I didn't get it. But now I'm wishing I would have gotten it, because I've seen a couple YouTubers that like compared them side by side, and they really don't look anything alike. So now I'm like, oh, I need that. Why didn't I get it? So now I'm on the hunt for it. Hopefully I'll be able to find it for a more discount price and can get it. The next one, this one is the only like big one that I got. I want to get the other one too, but I got the It's All Good palette. I love this. This one has a lot of different shades, warm tone, pinkies, purples. It even has some browns, and there's yellow in there and everything. I love this palette. I really like this one. There's so much variety. You can do a neutral look. You can do probably a springtime look. It's so pretty. So pretty. And this is around the time they started doing a lot of pressed glitters. There's like one here and there's one here, which I would love to try to use that one, because that one looks so pretty. That one looks really pretty for pressed glitter. But I've used this once, and it has the same... It does have, when I first got it, I used it. And it has the same color story. Or not color story. It has the same great formula that all the other Colourpop palettes have. It's just... I just love this color story. I think it looks so gorgeous. These are the type of color stories when I look at it, I'm like, oh, I need this palette now. Give it to me. I love it. So when you look at that one... I really have been wanting the Jaclyn Hill second palette, especially after seeing Teresa's Dead review it. And she was talking about how good it was. And if you think about it, it has almost a similar color story to this. So I look at this and I think, do I really need it? No, I don't. No, I don't. So I keep telling myself. Then the next one is the Through My Eyes palette. And this was a collab with I Love Sari. And this color story is really pretty. I ranked this above the other one just because it has an emerald green shimmer that is just, that is probably the shade that drew me to buy the palette. That, and I love this shade and this shade and this yellow. And this, like a darker version of that is darker emerald green. But I bought it for this shade here. It has like that pop, and it's just, I love the color story. I have yet to use this palette, but I love this color story on this palette. It's so pretty. I'll probably never get rid of any of my Colourpop palettes because I love Colourpop. My number 2 top palette of all the Colourpop palettes I own is the Sweet Talk palette. I love this. This is so pretty for spring. I love the artwork on it, the cover, and I love the color story. This is like a way better version of Too Faced Peach palette. This is way better than the peach palette they ever made, in my opinion. And it does have 2 pressed glitters, which I know a lot of people hate. Me, I just don't care, honestly, in my opinion. I don't care at all if they put pressed shimmer. I feel like they could have replaced them with a shimmer shade that looks similar. But, anyways, this is my favorite. And I want the Baby Got Peach Monochromatic palette. But then I'll look at this one and I'm like, do I really need it? Because this is a peach palette. This is total peach shades. Do you really need a peach monochromatic palette when I have this one? Probably not. But it doesn't stop me from wanting it just so I have all the monochromatic palettes. So my number 1 Colourpop palette that I own, and if I would totally buy this again if I used up all the shades. And I have to say, I use this so much in the fall. I would recommend getting this above all other Colourpop palettes because it is just so good. And the color story, I die for the color story. I die. And it's the Good Sport palette. I don't think you can get it anymore. but maybe you can find it on Poshmark or eBay or Missy. And here's the inside. It's just so pretty. From that shimmer to that shimmer, this section right here, I love it. I love it. I like that shade. That one's really good. I use this so much. This is probably my most used Colourpop palette that I own. Just because in the fall time, this is the palette I think I live in. This is my fall palette. It's my go-to. Time after time, this is the palette I reach for. So if you get any Colourpop palette and you like these type of shades, this is going to be a really good choice of palettes. And it's definitely my number one. It will probably always be my number one. I can't think of anything they could do that would put above this one to me. But anyways, that was my video today. Me going through all my Colourpop palettes, ranking them, telling you which ones I liked, which one was my favorite. And I definitely think if you don't have any Colourpop stuff, once all this crazy stuff that we got going on, our epidemic and everything, once it's over and we're back to, hopefully, we're back to normal. I don't know if we'll ever have a normal life again. But when Colourpop opens back up and starts shipping again, because I would not suggest you go buy now because they're closed. They're not shipping right now. I don't understand why their website is still up. They're still accepting orders, but they're not shipping them. So they're charging you for your order and not shipping it. I honestly think if they're going to keep accepting orders, they should not be charging you until they ship it. Because it's not fair to charge people and then they have to wait who knows how many months before you get it. Because we don't know when all this is going to end. But in my opinion, I think they did wrong on that. I think they should either not charge you until they can ship it to you, or they should just shut down the site and not accept orders until all this is over. Because we just don't know right now when it's going to end. That's a sad thing. But rant over. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's up to you. But anyways, I'm so glad that you tuned in to see this and see me rank my palettes. And I have to say, Colourpop will always be my number one. They'll always have my heart. If I ever in my life get PR from one brand, I only care about getting it from Colourpop. Colourpop, I would love to have you on my SPR because they have my whole heart forever. I don't know if another brand's ever going to top Colourpop for me, honestly. I just love them so much. But, if you like this video and you like the videos I've been doing, you can hit the subscribe button down there and ring the bell. It's right next to the subscribe button. And that'll notify you of all my future uploads. That way you'll get a notification. That way you can go watch it right away if you want, or watch it later. Have a snack, have a drink, have a good time. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!